Well, happy Monday morning, everybody. It's me, Mitch. This is Morning Coffee with Mitch. Welcome. Drink it if you got it. This is my favorite coffee cup. Honestly, my favorite coffee cup. My daughter bought it for me. And I'm sorry for those of you who may be offended by what we call profanity. I don't view it that way. As far as I'm concerned, it's humor. It's humor. So for those of you who I've offended and feel the burning need to tell me so, you have my deepest and heartfelt apology. But in essence, and I'll spare you the verbal assault, I am at all times. Despite the fact that many times I talk about subjects that aren't really happy, I am a ray of effing sunshine. How's that? That's my concession to you. Also, Monday morning. Monday morning is definitely cigar time. To face a new week, one needs to relax. To relax, Mitch needs to puff on a cigar. Well, I don't need to, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. So, if you all excuse me while I light my cigar. Ha! Perfect. Perfect today. Because so many of you ask. In fact, you'd be amazed how, if you read the comments, you see it, how many people ask me, what is that cigar you're smoking, Mitch? There are a lot of cigar smokers out there, most afraid to admit to anybody that they do because they're tired of being judged, just like I am. This is a Perdomo Fresca. This one is a Toro, and that's the shape. Maduro, that's the wrapper. And these come in many shapes. A Toro is 6x50 to 54. I also regularly smoke the torpedoes, which have the pointed ends. They're a little bigger ring gauge, about 56, but they're the same cigar, same tobacco, same filler, same binder, same leaf. I have a couple announcements to make today as I smoke my cigar and drink my effing coffee. Number one, I did delegate off the job of arranging a meet up in Tampa, and Michael Celli, acting quickly, informed me that we have, and I think it's permanently settled, but I'll be making announcements. We have scheduled a meetup at a particular Brazilian steakhouse in Tampa this Saturday. This Saturday. I'll be driving over. He's also got Kiltz. Robert Kiltz said he would be there, and he's trying to get Annette Bosworth to come, but we'll see how that works out. I know that we've got a lot of people in the Tampa Bay area that are carnivores. I think it'll be very well turned out, but you'll be getting more information about that as the week progresses. And the nice thing about me doing this morning vlog is I basically think anybody who matters in our community, in this country at least, that isn't asleep on the other side of the world, watches these things. So it's a great way to spread the message. I also think those same people watch all my live streams. So I talk about news and events on the live streams as well. So keep an eye out. We're going to be doing another one here in Melbourne more towards the end of the month. But that'd be great fun. And hopefully we'll have a private room over there and a fairly big turnout and meet by the ton. By the ton. Really, really, really looking forward to that one. Second thing, tomorrow night is my regular Tuesday night live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm a little put out, honestly, by the fact that neither the Democratic or Republican national committees even thought to have the consideration to reach out to me and ask me if I minded if they scheduled a presidential debate right on top of my regularly scheduled weekly live stream that I've been doing for a year. Now, they haven't been having a presidential debate every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock for a year. So I thought that would have just been common courtesy. So a lot of people have said to me, well, I guess you're going to cancel your live stream. Hell no. Hell no. I probably wouldn't watch that nonsense, that hour and a half of biased journalists, rehearsed spin answers, looking for that gotcha moment that the press can publicize. I can't stand those debates. If I'm curious about what happened, I know that we'll hear about it ad nauseum for the rest of the week. So I'm not going to be watching the debate. I'm going to be doing anything I can to forget that it's even happening. I have some notes here. I saw a news thing this morning. It was really funny. Well, not funny. It was sad and pathetic. It was a story about how the police in Orlando are now reaching out to be better accepted and loved by the children in the disadvantaged communities that grow up with distrust for the police. So what the police department thought they'd do in their infinite wisdom was get an ice cream truck. And yes, you guessed it, their idea of becoming lovable guys. The policemen are now driving around these disadvantaged neighborhoods in these ice cream trucks, handing out poison to our children, handing out a drug more addictive than the cocaine that those people that they go in to arrest are selling. And not only are they pushing a more addictive and more dangerous drug, they're pushing it on children. They're pushing it on children. And here's the really sad part. And the tell that shows just how little real information has gotten out or is allowed to have gotten out. They don't even know it. They're pushing drugs and they don't know it. Let's see how well this new information from these loftier places in society, from the Robert F. Kennedys, from an elevation of the poisonous food problem to start scratching the surface of the national debate. Let's see how long it takes for somebody at the Orlando Police Department to say, maybe it's not such a good idea that we give addictive sugar to young children. Don't hold your breath while you're waiting for that to happen. And as usually happens, when I do these little talks, my cigar goes out. Too much talking, not enough puffing. And just to remind you of my sunshine personality, I'll take another sip of my coffee. Okay, pardon me while I relight my cigar. God, I love that music. I love that music. I think a lot of you tune into these Monday morning things just to hear that music. I've had you comment on that. And I know that some of you miss my comments from morons, but believe it or not, I've been heavy back in the comments. I haven't been replying too much, but I have read every single comment. I haven't had to hide too many people, if any, this past week. It's really been a vacation from abuse. I love it. Thank you so much. Did get a comment this morning, and there was nothing wrong with it. I just found it a little telling. And we're always looking for clues as to whether we're doing the right thing. And this comment just said basically, I just found your channel. Could you please do some good recipes with the good capitalized for ground beef? And that's not unreasonable. I just found your channel. Could you please make some good recipes or videos with good recipes for ground beef and capitalize the word good? Now, you could take that to mean a number of things. It can mean this person watched one of my ground beef recipe videos and didn't consider it good and was telling me, your recipes suck, Mitch. Why don't you post some good recipes? I don't think so, but it can be interpreted like that. You have to be careful what you capitalize and emphasize and how you word comments. They can be taken the wrong way. Texts can be taken the wrong way, which is why I hate to text. If the autocorrect doesn't come in and screw up what I'm trying to say, it can be interpreted 6 different ways. We have telephones. We used to talk. When you listen and talk, there's much less chance you're going to misinterpret the message. And that's what happens in comments. And sometimes a message that is perfectly benign can be interpreted wrong, like this one. The other message was that this person just loves ground beef and is looking for a lot of recipes. Now, I've already made 3 or 4 really good, what I thought were good recipes, so this also shows me that this person is lazy and hasn't even taken the time to type into the Google or the YouTube search bar, old guy carnivore, ground beef, or hamburger, because they'll all come up. It's easy. If you want to see if anybody, any channel, has a video on a certain topic, we go out of our way to make sure that those words are included in the description, which get indexed and show up in searches. So this person can, and I basically just answered it with, yes, I have a delicious ground beef and bacon meatloaf recipe. So I'm not going to go digging up the link for that. I'm waiting for this person to maybe come back and say, can you send me the link? In which case I will educate them and say, you can just type in to the YouTube search bar at any time, Old Guy Carnivore, channel name, and the subject you're looking for. You want to find out my videos on how to do the first 30 days of carnivore? Type Old Guy Carnivore 30 days. They'll all pop up. You want to find my sous vide videos? Old Guy Carnivore sous vide. It's very simple, very simple. You're welcome. So I wasn't upset with that comment, but I thought it would be appropriate for me to comment on that comment for educational purposes only. And I hope that meant something to you. Now, I think it's time to close this out here this morning. And I want to finish with an update on what I talked about last week, and that is my new series of videos that's coming. It's coming almost like a video book with maybe as many as 20 or more chapters. I've gotten all of my infrastructure ready to develop this, all the different file systems I need, a lot of the different graphics that I need, a layout of the chapter titles and the order they're going to be in. This stuff just takes a lot of time and a lot of thought, but I am ready to start filming the intro, which is going to be chapter 1, probably be a couple days, but you can start looking for it. I'm going to show you right now what the thumbnail looks like. And you can see that on this title, it says, Old Guy Carnivores, Complete Carnivore Lifestyle Guide, Introduction to the Series. That is what these thumbnails are going to look like. Each chapter is going to have a different background of some other different carnivore appropriate food. But the rest of the thumbnail will be uniform across the whole series. And I hope that you really, really value these. I'm looking for this series to become my legacy with the advice that I give based on my experience of having lived 77 years and learned the hard way everything a dieter can do wrong, and even inventing some new ways of my own to fail. I think that that experience guides me towards maybe some advice that you just don't hear everywhere else. That's the purpose of this. Is everything going to be right? Probably not. Is everything going to work for everybody? Probably not. It never does. We're all different, and we're all in different shape. And we all have different amounts of damage, some permanent, that we've done to our bodies, especially as we get older, that is not going to be fixed. But as a general rule, and from what I've observed from your comments and your results, I'm on the right track with this stuff. I want this not to just be a flash in the pan video that 1,000 or 2 people watch, like these morning vlogs, and then like a newscast. They're not meant to be around forever. This I want to be part of my legacy on YouTube. And I hope that my kids will continue to monitor this channel and take care of it long after I'm gone, until the whole world either has gotten the message or something has come along that actually proves that we're all a little off base. And based on my shirt here, that says, I may be wrong, but I doubt it. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. So, as much as you enjoy this music, I'm going to fade out today, get to work on my new chapter 1 while you enjoy this happy music. Hopefully it'll put a smile on your face. Take the rest of the day off.